Today we are here to discuss are the metro cities inclusive enough? So basically the metro cities Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, so they see a lot of migration, people coming from other villages and small town cities. And me personally, I have been here in Delhi for the last 4 years, and this one attitude of Delhi strikes me कि people here are indifferent. You don't have to accept me, you don't have to reject me. If you are indifferent, I can live my own life. And Delhi or any other metro cities, for example, gives you that. So I can say that I'm happy here, staying in the city. Okay.
Agreeing with Nimbus' point, I think acceptance and inclusiveness depends on person to person. So say if somebody is not open to the culture of the city they're in, or if the city is not accepting the culture that they belong to, then it happens. But personally for me, even I am here for 4 years and I have been made fun of, but like generally it's not like somebody wanted to bully me or something like that. So I have been accepted well, and I have had the opportunity to be a part of the Delhi crowd, be a part of this culture, and I've completely like enjoyed this thing. Yeah, the other crowd as well. Yeah. Definitely.
I think large cities are getting more and more inhabited because people prefer living in big cities because of the educational institutes. We don't give that much scope that we get here in Delhi. So if we get the scope, we probably not have been shifted here.
The thing is that it's for me also. It has been 4 years that I am here in Delhi, and the thing is that I never felt like an intruder. Most of my friends are Delhiites. They are from Delhi, and they are welcoming in the same nature. Yes, we have we have a mother tongue influence. I hail from Bihar. I had that. They corrected me. They sometimes made fun of me, and the thing is that how sportingly you take that.
True.
But what about cities like Bangalore? If you go to Bangalore, if North Indians go to Bangalore, the people feel that we are invading their space. What about cities like that? And talking about racism and everything, there is also
Like about Bangalore, it can be there, but it's in a subtle manner, because it can be prominent in Chennai, but I have been to Bangalore and my sister lives there, so it's not that much embedded there.
there's also this thing, why should we have the need to migrate to bigger cities? Why don't we have the same facilities in the smaller states? It is the same debate. It is the same debate. It is about migration.
The thing is, why do we migrate to different cities? Is different debate because of social mobility. See, if you are in Delhi, you'd always prefer to go to a better place. My friend Sherin, she is from NCR, and she plans to go abroad or Bombay. So social mobility is everyone wants social mobility, right? So I'm coming here to Delhi. I don't want to be a Delhiite all my life. I would rather go to abroad and learn something new, do something new. So this social mobility lets us go to other places. So so why is another question here?
The notion of smart cities should not be just lip service. It should also act and implement, so that the people from other states would not have to come to other places for employment or for education. As in, they must have such facilities at their home states also.
One small point, then I'll give it to you. I think the whole point of self-actualization sets in here, as in as you said, like why can't like small cities or towns have the same facilities that they provide over here? The thing is, it's a hierarchy and it'll keep going on. It's a process that will never stop. Like if you're content with your college in your city right now, you might want to pursue your post-graduation in some other city or in some other country for that matter. So it's a process that will never end. You know, the self-actualization when sets in, when you're done, you're saturated with one point of one thing, then you might want to move on to another.
Talking about the cities, if people keep migrating here and in the bigger cities, you will not get the same facilities, because if the population will increase, how are you going to get the same facilities? And there's no point in migrating then.
See, the question is that are cities inclusive enough to take a population from outside migrated? First, we look at the density rate of Delhi. It is too much high according to 2011 census of India. The density rate of Delhi is, as compared to Arunachal Pradesh, is 100 times higher than Arunachal Pradesh. But the question is that right now the population of Delhi is 1.5 crore, more than, and right now in 22 it crossed 20 million. Okay, but there are so many facilities problem in India, so that's why government of India initiated smart cities. But they have chosen those, for example, from Delhi they have chosen the part of North Delhi that is already developed. So there are problems in smart city project, and that can lead to the underdevelopment of cities.
Smart cities, like it's only about infrastructural development. The point that she raised, that education and employment, they are the core reasons and the pillars why people migrate to metro cities. That's to seek employment, and if that will be provided there, then obviously there will be not such any big reason to migrate.
The migration is not limited to education. India is a cosmopolitan mix, yeah. And before you saying ki population of Delhi, you have to establish the identity of the population, because Delhi is a subject of migration. People after partition, people migrated here. So you can't say ki this is the population of Delhi. It's a cosmopolitan mix, and not only we migrate to Delhi, people migrate to Delhi. The Delhiites also go other places. So there's two. It's a two-way thing. I know the migration is more rather than people going out, but still it's a two-way thing. So you can't just say ki people coming here all the time. People are going outside. Just go to an airport. If you go to a flight from Delhi to other place, you'll find people working there, going to their jobs there.
But this actually increases the problems in the city. If you try to find a property in Delhi, you will not be able to do that. Even if people are going outside, they're not leaving their properties because they know how expensive it is here. And you'll have all sorts of problems. Water, electricity, they all rise from this thing because the population of the city is constantly increasing and it's not going down.
But I think this is an advantage because we get to meet tons of people, know their cultures, different traditions, pretty like unity in diversity.
Just a minute. Meghna raised a point that we will meet the person from different language and religion also, but there is also a point that they are losing their own language also, because in India most of the people, they are losing their language and identity by coming into Delhi.
So you can learn different languages.
But different by they are losing their own culture. That's the biggest question right now, because identity is quite important for any individual. It's an identity crisis.
Just a minute. And like as you said that we are losing on our culture, it's that
Language.
language and culture, then the thing is that when you spend generations and when you have when an era has passed, then the thing is that you are considered as locals of that particular place. And even that brings me to the point that you raised, that Delhi is basically a cosmopolitan, and people here are from different states and migrated. So the thing is that their generations have migrated, and they are now considered as locals of Delhi.
Again, when he's raised the point that people are losing identity and culture, whatever that you said. So the person comes from Bihar just to have his daily wage labor. So he would rather prefer food over his identity, over his culture. So people come here out of compulsion. Because he doesn't have the doesn't have the facilities there. And secondly, Ayushi raised the point ki the real estate prices are getting high. So what is the difference between me and Ayushi? She stays here buying a flat in Delhi. What is the difference? Flat prices are. I can also buy a flat here.
But that also, increases the pressure on the place that people of the cosmopolitan city live in, because since overcrowding, since people from the other towns are moving in here.
As I was saying that if more and more people come here and move in metro cities, there will be a lot of problems there, and not only property but the food prices. Food prices also inflate as the population come in.
Okay, so the food packaging is the dal prices. It's similar in most of the states in India, so it doesn't reflect directly on that thing. And secondly, the Delhi is not producing food, any kind of food. It's getting not only Delhi, any other metro cities for that matter. They don't produce stuff there. It comes from and the circulation of India. So you can't say ki people coming and the food prices are getting increased.
No, that's not what.
And that's like exactly, the prices of food are not the same. And the thing is that when you consider a demand, if a place has a larger population, obviously demand will be more and prices there will be high. So you cannot relate exactly to other states. So population.
What about other commodities like petrol and all?
Petrol prices in Delhi is cheaper than much of the states. Like in Assam, what are the petrol prices?
That's my point.
So that's because the petrol, it has to cross several states to reach to Assam. That's the reason. So it's not population being the reason in case of petrol. And
India has the biggest slum in Asia. Don't you think it is largely to blame on the population that is migrating to a metro city?
Yeah, the urbanization has set in.
Yeah, why do people need to move to a urban city?
So again, you are okay.
Okay, so I'm just putting one point forward, that people come to Delhi and other metropolitan cities because we have a lot of opportunities. The opportunities that people do not get in the other states, other local places, they come here so that they can get that opportunity. They get that exposure in Delhi and other metropolitan city. Like even right now we're in IMC Delhi and we did not choose other, other places in other states. We didn't want to go to Odisha or in Jammu because we get more exposure here, we'll get more opportunity here. So as long as the opportunities are focused on the cities, on those metropolitan cities, people will keep coming here. And the other problem that Ayushi is mentioning, inflation and everything, that will happen because the opportunities are right here, right?
That's what we are talking about. We are talking about equal opportunity to all the states and all the towns. We're not talking. We're not saying that metro should get all the opportunities. Opportunities should be there for everyone, so that people need not migrate. People need not to migrate.
That's not happening. So current
That's what we are saying.
Exactly. So
No, but she's
You are talking about utopian.
she's giving a solution, like what can prevent migration.
Yes, I completely agree to it. That's a very good thing you said. But I think that's utopian. That's not happening. What is the current contemporary thing that is happening? It's all centric in Delhi. The media sector is centric in Delhi. The business sector is centric in Mumbai. So that's not happening. So we have to migrate. And when people say they are coming to our city, we are not coming to a particular city. We are here for the mobility. We will go other places as well until we meet our goals. So that's mobility will always happen. We are not coming to a particular city. We are not here to settle in Delhi for life.
A lot of people are there.
But we need to find solution in the state itself, so that people won't have to move from one place to another. That's the point that I just want to make. That's
Yeah,
what
but
the
again, I
smart
say na,
city is
that-
all
that
about.
you're talking about
That's
things
what.
which are not happening
That's
right
what.
now.
Yeah, it
That
is
thing-
not happening.
Yeah.
But we are looking forward for it. That is what we are improving. That is what the utopia is all about.
Utopia. You're talking
Yeah,
about utopia.
I am talking about utopia because that is what the ultimate aim is. That is what the zenith is.